there it is already. I got new internet service. So, some of you don't know, but don't care. But, oops, uh-oh, it jumped already. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's better streaming. It's supposed to be. It's the business one for Spectrum in my area. Yay. So hopefully all is good going. Hopefully there'll be a few people on. If not, I will share and share and share. This is about the Director Circle and Support Group. That's going to be starting monthly in February already. Whoa! But it's all approved by the registry for the Wisconsin registry, and it's an hour and a half. I think I need to make it longer just because of videos I need to do online and show. So when we do videos, it'll have to be a little bit longer. Hopefully not mind, but it will be still very educational. I do have some other things from the exchange, but we'll talk about. I'm just calling, and I'm calling. I'm calling. It could be like a Skype call, right? So, anyways, I haven't done a Facebook Live in a while, to tell you the truth. So, hopefully, I'm better. I got the lighting already, and hopefully the mic is working pretty good. So, hopefully that is all good. If not, I'll see what you guys say, and then I can get me a better one. I was thinking to get the cute little lapel ones. They're not even that expensive. So I was hoping to do that. So maybe I will before we start, and maybe that'll help be a little bit better. I don't know. So hopefully we'll see. But I'm Mary Schrader, and I want to tell you all about me a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I'm working on my story. They tell me I should have a story so you can learn more about me. And I'm finally working on that. Just so much in the holidays and COVID. Well, you know the drill. So, and starting a new business and still having my other business and working those things out. So I'm very happy. I'm working out with the registry, all my trainings and this training. So I'm very excited. It's all going well and smoothly. And I have the Zoom account. So, and then I have the early Exchange Express account. So I have all those different things going and helping to me to help and support all of you guys that hopefully will be needing and wanting training and support. So a little bit about me first. Not a lot, as I said. I have the knowledge. I'm knowledgeable. I am very knowledgeable. I have over, not that you aren't, but everyone has their forte. Some of you are starting, some are old, but all that knowledge, you may know more about something than I do. So there you go, and we can help each other out. That's why it's support. I don't just support you, and I will facilitate and support, but everyone's there to help and support each other, and that's what's great. So you don't feel so isolated. I know years ago when I first started, everyone's, oh, we can't help each other. We got to do our own thing. They're going to steal our parents and families. Well, you know what? We connect with whoever. We have our special abilities, and we're going to talk about those kind of things in one of our groups. So no. You need the support. You need the help. Everybody has a great point of view, a different perspective, and we can learn from each other. So I'm hopefully will be a great facilitator and also a great helper as well, and give you some great, from my own experience of the over 25 years in childcare, over 15 as a director, assistant, and administrator kind of thing. So I have a lot of great things to help with. I have a lot of great things about documentation. The licensor always loved my documentation, so I can give you some great help, some Excel spreadsheets on that when we get to that point, if that's something that you guys need. And that's part of the great thing that we'll talk about, is that it will be what you want it to be, what you need it to be, and what kind of things will support you in the upcoming year. So it'll be a lot of different things. Some will be business and documentation, some staffing, those kind of things. And I have a lot of experience in all of that. And I'm sure other people have great experiences, so we can learn from each other. So that's it, the knowledgeable. So a lot of experience. I do have a degree in education, and that's very great and very important. So that's great. It's in early childhood, regular and special needs. So I do have that experience with special needs. So I have some questions about that if you have any children. Though I always say now when I'm in childcare that they all are special. And they are. They're all very special. They have different needs. And we just got to treat them all as an individual. And finally, guess what? the childcare industry has caught up with that, with the WMELS and all that, and the individual plans and portfolios and those great things that we are doing now. It is so great. So all of that is a lot of knowledge and experience. So the knowledge, so I have that with my education and writing all those goals and objectives, things like that we do with our lesson plans, and now we have to do even more. So I have that. And then I'm very practical. I've always been in my life very practical. And I took care of from my home life and growing up in a huge family. I'm the youngest of 8 children, and we didn't have a lot of money growing up at different things like that, and had to share bedrooms and this and that. So I'm very practical in all my ways, and seeing I can just work with it, those kind of things, and help you to figure it out without having to spend tons of money or a lot of time. Hopefully we can figure that out for you. If not me, other people. So that's one of my things, and I'm realistic. Let's figure this out realistically. How can you get where you need to go realistically without spending that lot of money or time or that energy, those kind of different things that are going on in your life? And let's kind of figure out what you need and take a step back. And that's another thing I like to do, is the reflection. And that's what we're going to talk about in our first thing, is reflection and what you need. So that's kind of what I was working on this morning. So that's all about me. So I have a lot of great experience in education, and I'm practical, I'm realistic, because you know what, we can't do everything perfectly. Let's see what we can do our best, as long as it's best for the children and for those families, and we're doing our best to help them. That's all we need to do. We can't fret and worry about certain things, and then that kind of makes us procrastinators. Doing all these different trainings is really great, because I know a lot, but I've been researching a lot, so I've been learning a lot more, so much more, and it's just really, I'm just so happy. I'm in my favorite realm when I'm working on trainings and doing trainings and helping people in this. And it's kind of weird, because I'm used to more hands-on, not only physically, but just as a trainer, I'm used to that, and I like to give pats on the back and go and see what you're doing and help you all out, when we're doing group activities and then in front. So I'm used to that. So this Facebook Live is a little bit hard, but Zoom I've gotten used to. And you have a little bit more interaction and those kind of things. So that's kind of fun with it. So the Zoom is much better. That's why, Facebook Lives I've been doing, but not great. And I'm sorry, I guess you probably can't see, at least I can barely read it when I'm looking at it that way. So I'm sorry that I didn't write it with a different colored marker or something. So we'll figure that out. And I haven't figured out with this yet. I tried a couple times. And I have a friend that knows Zoom very well, but she says she doesn't know Facebook Live. And I haven't seen too many people be able to do it, that is sharing. Though I've seen it a few times on Facebook Live, so maybe it's something you have to pay for. I don't know. But I've tried a couple times to try to share documents, but it just seems crazy. And then you don't see me at all, it seems. Or it's just I got it to do my laptop frame, but then when I put down, then I'm not on because I'm doing the document. Anyways. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but so I'm kind of doing this more for me anyways than for you. You can listen to me and all that kind of things, and hopefully you can hear me pretty good with the mic, and I'm trying to learn to talk more clearly and more forcefully, louder, so you can understand everything. So, and then now I'm going to talk a little bit about the group. Basically, it's a support group. We talked about that. Support. Helping you not feel isolated and all by yourself, and getting that help, especially for the family ones, that usually most of them, but there's a few that do have some staff, and you also need to have an emergency staff person in case you're sick or things happen. So you do need that anyways, but that's very limited compared to a group. And some groups are kind of smaller anyways, but it's still, to have that time away from the center, that kind of thing, and having support and talking about different things that's going on is so important. I wish I had this when I first kind of started out. It's a great thing, I think, and I've been getting a lot of great feedback on LinkedIn about it, and I've gotten, we're going to have, and I didn't put it on there, but I should have, is that I have at least two special guests that will be coming. One's on curriculum. Hopefully we can work out a schedule for that and when we want that and what you need. And then one is on finances. I've got some knowledge. I mean, not as great as her. She has a lot more knowledge in that and has the degree and the knowledge and the know-how working and doing a great big center. I've worked individually for a small myself pretty much, so I have some business sense and I've taken a few classes, but she'll have a lot more. So we'll have from her perspective, and then we'll have an article from her and some lots of questions you can ask. It'd be great. And so there's a couple there. I'm hoping to get a couple more as well and to join us in different aspects, hopefully. So I'm getting a lot of that. I have hopefully 6 people signed up. I don't know how many more I want to do, but I want to maybe up. Then, if I get way too many more, then I will split it up in 2 groups because I don't want it to be too many and too much because it's still, even on Zoom, it's kind of hard, especially when we're going to be doing a lot more talking and interacting. So that's going to be the hard because I know I'm actually on the Zoom group, a support group, weekly. I had to think how often it is. It's weekly. We skipped a few here and there, but it's typically weekly. And even with the 3 of us and we have the mics on all the time, we are kind of overlapping and it's kind of hard sometimes. So that's, those kind of things. Plus just the time for you to connect with others and to have enough time for you to talk and you to get that questions and get those answers that you may need. And I built in extra time. You won't get, the credit for it necessarily, but you will get some extra support at the end if you have more questions for me, or maybe the guest speaker can stay hopefully a little bit longer and kind of answer all those questions. So I'm not sure where I'm going to limit it to. We'll see how that works out and how many I have. Right now I think 6 is okay. I'm hoping up to 10 should be fine. So we'll see how it goes that way, but I'm going to be using a lot of different childcare exchange. I've done that before. They have the trainings, but I'm not going to do the trainings. They have childcare exchange reflections articles. I have one already picked out about reflection. Get it? Ha ha ha. Reflection on yourself. And I have actually a handout, a little bit different handout for questions about your center and your needs and your strengths and what you need to work on. So kind of thinking about those kind of things, and then you can reflect on them. We can discuss it and then pick out some topics that you most want to learn about, and then we'll go from there. We'll have those different topics, hopefully. If not from the Childcare Exchange, Reflections, and Edflix, they have tons. They have some in business, they have social media, which is some great ones. So different things like that. They have tons. They have it on assessment and goals. And I think even Edflix has some on staffing, but I've done a lot with staffing, so I can help with that. I did all the hiring and firing for the last 10, 15 years. So I'm really good with that. So all those different things that way. And documentation, I think I said that right, is I'm really good with that too. So I have some really strengths, but I'm pretty much overall general, like we all have to do being a director. You have to get in there and do all those different things. I've done assessment, especially because I have special needs. You need to do assessment. And so I've done those things. Anyways, and then just self-reflection. We're going to do a lot of self-reflection. So how you can make yourself and what you need for your center and for your staff, for those group ones that have different staff, then you can do that and have the great staff and that rapport with your staff and get them on board and helping them as you help the center and getting them to do that. So it's kind of, all kind of secular and kind of connected. So I love that about it. It's great. So I'm hoping that it'll be an awesome experience, and I will take, and hopefully everyone will help each other out and helping and supporting you and what you need. And it'll be a great experience. It'll be some learning, self-learning and reflection on you and working on your strengths and helping with those weaknesses that we all do have and kind of working on them or working with them. Because sometimes, like my facial expressions, I've tried and tried and tried over the years. I have one person I love dearly, and most people can say, what's wrong? I can see it on your face, Mary. What's wrong? And I'm like, I thought I was hiding it. I thought I could, but I can't. So I'm just like, I'm just out there. It's on my sleeve. I'll let it all go. I'm just right there. I'm real. I tell it how it is. I say I know or I don't know or I'll find out. Those kind of things. I will do whatever it takes to help you. If I can't do it, I will help find someone that does. And maybe that's what's great about the group. Maybe someone in the group will actually know different things better than me. I know the WMELS, I know the pyramid class, I've done all those different trainings, and I'm sure you have done too. So those different things and how to realistically put it in your classroom, simplify those portfolios and how that works, all those different things that you need to do, along with the documentations. And there's some great parenting ones there and that kind of thing. And talking about parents, I did this for a friend of mine, and great, she was my assistant. And then she moved away for a little bit, and now she's back, and she has her own center, and it's a great family childcare center. And she's just, oh my gosh, she's got the energy, and she's just wonderful. I think she is just great. She's like almost a role model for me to some degree. It's like she's just so great and has such personality and the energy and loves those children and work with them. And I loved her as an assistant. She was great with the staff. And now she's doing her own thing, and that's wonderful. So anyways, I just want to talk real briefly about my other trainings. We'll not even talk mainly. I'm going to just kind of go over them. So you, with the family child care centers, just so you know, with the group, you'll have all your 15 hours if you do all the trainings, all the support groups trainings. You'll get all your hours, and it's $5 a session. And if you do all 11, right now I'm hoping to plan to do all 11, you'll get 16 hours. 16, I think it ends up being 16 and a half hours. So that is okay, and that'll be over what you really need for the year. And then, of course, it rolls over and all that kind of thing. And for the group, I can give you a discount too, but you won't quite get all your hours. You need a little bit more. So you would need to do like 8.5 more in addition for your trainings if you didn't take any college credit classes last year and that kind of thing, because those kind of roll over, as you all well know, hopefully. And if not, they do. For I think 2 years it used to be. I haven't kind of gone through the whole licensing new book. It doesn't seem like a lot of changes, so I don't know if I missed something, if it's only now a year or something. So those kind of things I have to get a little bit better on and just kind of look at those rules and regulations a little bit better, but I think overall they're fairly similar, it seems, overall. Anyways, on to my trainings. So I'm doing interpersonal communication. Actually, it's interpersonal business. I forgot the business. It's kind of long, so I guess I didn't put it in there. But interpersonal business communication. And I do believe, I didn't put the hours there, but it's 8.5 in-person hours, and it's separated into 6 sessions, I do believe, because I did each session because how the registry is. Anyways, with the breaks, they won't let you count breaks. So I did it into 6 sessions, just so you know. And these are all on the registry, so I will post it underneath if you want to kind of look and see. And if you want me to do it for your center, if you're a group, things like that, and do a Zoom thing, we can pick out different times and we can give you a deal then. And maybe if all of you want to do this together, and we can plan a different night or different things to do some of these trainings, then I will definitely give you a nice discount. So we have interpersonal business communication, then we have conflict resolution that kind of goes with that. And then lap booking. It's a kind of a fun one, more for teachers, but for the family it might be fun. Lap booking, it's a make and take, and it's only 2 hours, but it's kind of fun. We talk a little bit about goals and the WMELS and how you can use those for the lap books and what kind of goals there are, those kind of things that we can use with the lap book. And then also I did file folder games in there too. So I have that in there as a little bit of a fun kind of extra thing. So, and I haven't decided how to do it. So, in the sense of the make and take portion, if we just do it on Zoom, that most of it, except for the file folders, are just kind of odds and ends and things that you would have anyways. So I think it should be all right, and I'll give a list out of what you need to have: the colored pencils, crayons, the markers, the file folders. You do need those. So there's like, I think, roughly 6 per person that's in the training, roughly, things like that. So the lap book can make and take. So it's a fun little just 2-hour class. Stress to stress relief, which we all need, and I can't believe how long. I do believe it's 6.5 hours, and I separate it out into 2 to 3 sessions. I can't remember, at least 2. And so, and just doing I did my own, like most of my trainings, I do my own and what I know. And then I kind of do some research and look up different things on the internet, my books, and all those different things, and kind of put together. And I can't believe how much and what can all cause stress. And, stress can cause for your health. The food, the eating, some basic stuff. But there's some different things in there, just like I'll give you a hint of procrastination and depression. So different things like that, and different things of how to help with those kind of things. Some that may be fairly simple, and then breaking the stress cycle I talk about in there. And so that's kind of cool. So like, is sleeping actually your stress caused by your stress, or are you stressed out because of it? And then it becomes a cycle. So we talk about all kinds of things like that, and there's a lot of great homework about what you need and your stress, and kind of checking in and how you deal with it, how you can improve it, with all the different ideas that I give, some simple, easy ones that are out there, some different ones that I found out there, this tapping thing, and it seems kind of interesting. So there's just kind of different things out there, and some old favorites, the yoga and just breathing exercises. And then we have preparing parents for change. That's for my friend Danielle, my assistant and family and childcare. So preparing parents for change, for anything in the center, what's changing, if there's a new teacher in, are you adding a teacher, different things, someone's out, you're out, things like that. Just different things on how to help set up and to kind of help them to handle those changes within the center. So that's kind of cool. And then compassion for ourselves and our classrooms, which we especially really need right now. And that's the exchange one that I looked up, and it's really kind of cool and fun. Oh, and I forgot, I do have, and I didn't put it out there because it's an art one, and this needs a lot of different art materials, so I wasn't sure if I should put that out like the lap booking. So, because most of that, now that I'm thinking about, most of that material you probably have in your center, so I'm not sure why not. It's just how you guys, with the Zoom thing, you would kind of manage doing things. But most of the actual training is just discussion. And then you actually, with this one, will do the different things afterwards with your students and kind of discuss things, and then come back with what happened and how it works and what you're doing with the different things in the class. So that's kind of the basics of everything. And I kind of went over more trainings, a little bit longer than I anticipated that way, but I hope that you liked it. I didn't see anyone on. I know I didn't do much, and I can't believe I almost did a half an hour. Not quite, but almost. So with doing this, I'm going to give you one free, if you post a topic that you're interested in. If you post a topic down below, then I will give you one free training of your choice with a director circle. Maybe I'll just make it 2, because director circle is only $5 per person, so you get 2 free for the year if you sign up for the year. So 2 free director circle trainings. So that's $10 off the $55, so it's only $45 for you for all your trainings for the year for the families. And then with a group, you need to do a little bit more, but I can give you a discount if you do a full training for your center with me. So we can kind of think that out. But if you post down a topic of interest that you would like to see on with the support group, then put it down, and then you'll get 2 free ones. So that means it'll only be $45 for you. and that'll be for the first 5, because I don't know how many more I'll take than 5 at this point. So the first 5 comments with topic ideas for the support group will get 2 free. So that's $10 off. So that'd be great. And I know I was supposed to say that in the beginning and I forgot, but so hopefully you're listening. If not, hopefully you get to the end and you can say, oh, yay, I'm glad I stayed to the end and listened to her babble about all her trainings and found it. So there you go. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Hopefully you will enjoy, I should say, all this and be a part of the support group or any of the other trainings. Ask any questions down below. If there's any added trainings or different trainings, just let me know. Because I've been trying to do a little bit different trainings than I see out there for childcare, especially with the interpersonal communication kind of thing, conflict resolution, and we deal with it all the time. So anyways, you take care, and I hope to hear about you soon, and I will talk to you later. And live to learn and learn to live.